New this evening, the man in charge of the nation's response to the crisis at the southern border is under oath and also on the record admitting that the current policy under President Biden is not working and instead is contributing to the record surge of migrants that we've seen coming into the U.S. this year. Senior national correspondent Brian Enton has been following this issue for us closely and joins us live tonight with the very latest. Brian.
Marnie, you know how it is with some of these federal officials when they talk publicly, when they're interviewed on camera. Oftentimes they sort of sugarcoat things. They want to make it seem like everything is very much in control. But this was very interesting because it was different. This was the border chief in a deposition under oath. And we definitely saw a different side of what he's thinking behind the scenes. One after another, migrants come out of a tanker trailer. It happened in Laredo, Texas, in one of the latest smuggling attempts into the United States.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The migrants had almost no water or ventilation. The driver and passenger were arrested as the crisis along the border only seems to get worse. NewsNation learning the Department of Homeland Security has recorded 550,000 gotaways so far this year. Those are migrants spotted illegally crossing into the U.S. but not caught.
Would you agree, Chief Ortiz, that the southern border is currently in crisis?
Objection.
Yes.
Would you agree, Chief Ortiz, that unprecedented numbers of aliens are illegally entering the United States right now?
Objection.
Yes.
Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz was under oath answering questions about the surge at the border as part of a lawsuit by the Florida Attorney General against the Department of Homeland Security.
When President Biden was elected, did the number of aliens trying to illegally enter the United States increase or decrease?
Objection.
Increase.
From your 31 years of experience, has the Border Patrol in a year ever had the number of encounters that it's going to have in 2022?
Objection.
No.
In a rare on-the-record admission, Chief Ortiz acknowledged that President Biden's policy allowing many migrants to cross and stay in the U.S. is contributing to the surge.
You want to make sure you have consequences.
Okay. And if you don't have consequences, what is likely going to happen?
Objection.
In my experience, we have seen increases when there are no consequences.
But there are consequences in places not even near the border. New York City, for example, is expecting 1,000 new students to enroll in public schools, part of the thousands of migrants seeking asylum in the sanctuary city. Many of the migrants boarded buses at the border with one-way tickets to New York City. They'll receive city services like health care and housing and public schooling. But some worry the schools are not ready.
Our concern is that there aren't sufficient staff at each school that are bilingual and that are knowledgeable to be able to help families and to help all the students that are coming in.
And a few important points here, Marnie. That deposition video, it was released by the Florida Attorney General, who is suing Homeland Security and the federal government. So certainly there's some politics at play here. They're the ones who released the video. They edited it. They did not release the full video, so it's certainly lacking some context. The border chief has said before there are certainly other factors that play into all of this. Number one, what is going on in the home countries where many of these migrants come from, the political instability and just the way of life there. So certainly a very complicated issue, but very interesting to see him open up like that, Marnie.
Yeah, based on what we're seeing, they're very direct and wanting almost to answer those questions. Brian, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.